All right, court is calling 2024 CR 007969 State versus Daniel Chapa. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harris, Salem.
Defense?
Catherine Valenzuela.
And are you Mr. Chapa? All right, you're gonna need to speak up so that I can hear. You're listed on the docket as Chapa and Maestas.
Nestus.
Yes, so is that your,
It was my last name till I changed it to my father's name.
okay. And was that
Chapa.
changed legally?
Chapa is-
Huh?
What, did you legally change it? Did you go to a court? All right. All right, counsel, have you received all of the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you, Mr. Chapa, review the document titled Application for Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
That's right.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, state, it appears that you are proceeding on count one and waiving the repeater offender enhancement allegation. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
It is, Your Honor. And just to be clear, there is only the count one in the indictment,
No, there are two counts.
and we waive count two.
All right, thank you. Any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with stalking as a third-degree felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? Are you a U.S. citizen? According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count one. Punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's no application for deferred adjudication. State recommends community supervision. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 0270, which is a misdemeanor. The state will take in consideration 2024 CR 007970 and night mag number 764573. Did you understand that to be the plea? Did you understand that to be your plea bargain agreement?
Yes.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 6 years and there be no contact with Elaine Rodriguez. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, sir.
Then to the offense that's charged in count one, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court going to find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. All right. So, defense, why should I follow this agreement?
Your Honor, Mr. Chapa has been placed, he is currently on probation on the other case. He's been in, that happened a month ago. He has not been released, so he has not officially been on probation, but he is, the court granted that. In addition, Your Honor, Mr. Chapa has been in custody for 5 months. During this time period, he had been diagnosed prior with mental illness. He was not compliant with his medication at the time of this offense.
What mental illness?
Will you tell the court what your diagnosis was?
It's bipolar schizophrenia.
So it's bipolar schizophrenia. I don't know if you heard that, Your Honor. So now he has been on medication since being in custody. He's now compliant with his medication. I think he has a new framework on how he's thinking of things, and we believe that he would be successful on probation. In addition, on his misdemeanor probation that you granted, you placed him on GPS, only allowing him to work. We believe that he will demonstrate to the court that he can comply with that. We are going to be putting a motion in for waiver of fees for right now, since he's been in custody for 5 months and there's been no, he has not been able to work.
All right, so I understand he's bipolar and schizophrenic, according to him. But why does his bipolar and schizophrenia only result in him having issues with women? Why are there no charges? Not that I'm recommending, but why are there no charges against men? It appears that he only has issues with women. And I do see that this offense occurred prior to the offense that he's on probation for, I believe. Let me see. No, actually, what he's on probation for occurred after this incident.
There were a lot of cases and they were all, we've been trying to dig out, that's why we've done this piecemeal and not at one time to figure out what are the actual charges and when they have come forward from the office. But I do believe that Mr. Chapa is coming before the court and asking to be placed on probation and willing to abide by the conditions imposed by the, I mean, there are a lot of conditions on the misdemeanor, on the other probation, and we believe that these could run concurrent and he would be successful. And he does have family support now. A very active sister and others who have older daughters also who have indicated a willingness to help him
All
now
right.
that he's helping himself.
So, Ms. Abrams,
Yes, Judge.
the case that he's on probation for is a misdemeanor.
Yes, Judge.
That misdemeanor case occurred after this case. And he was, I'm sorry, before this case. And he was granted probation on that case. And my understanding from the plea previously, that family violence said that the complainant was aware and was in agreement with his previous plea, I believe. All right. Court is finding you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 10 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 8 years. This is to run concurrent with 2024 CR 0270, taking consideration 2024 CR 007970, night mag number 764573. There's to be no contact with Elaine Rodriguez, and that's Elaine with an E. And when I say no contact, I know you haven't had contact with her since you were placed on probation in other case, but when I say no contact, that means no contact. That means no, I apologize. I've got my life together. I just want to send you flowers to say I'm sorry. Yeah, there's to be no sorry or any of that. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you contact her at all, that's a violation of your probation and you're looking at 10 years in the prison. You understand?
Yes.
And it's probably best for you that you not enter into any relationships until you get yourself together. And when you enter into a relationship, make sure that that person is not meeting your publicist, they're meeting you. What do I mean by that? You tell them about all this stuff that you've done. And then if they still want to be with you, then great, they're on notice. But if you are dishonest and then they end up finding out about this, that's going to cause an issue for your relationship. You understand? So there's no contact with Elaine Rodriguez. Proof of employment within 45 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And standing in for the state is?
Raymond Saldana.
All right, and Mr. Saldana, did you have contact with the complainant?
We have.
And is she aware of this plea bargain agreement?
She will be.
Okay. All right, and she's in agreement?
She. That's.
No, she had been, I mean,
She
she
had
had been prior. to
Okay,
this, yes. I'm
all
sorry.
right. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, anger management course, 150 hours community service restitution, referral to Center for Healthcare Services, MIC evaluation in custody, gang evaluation in custody, field visits, 1 time per month for 3 months. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
And Your Honor, so on this case, there is no, I'm not trying to impose conditions on him. There's no GPS on this case.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, that's why I was afraid.
Well, the only thing is that case, his probation is only for a limited amount of time. I think his probation is for 2 years.
Correct.
All right, we can keep the GPS on for that, and then if there are some issues, we'll see about adding it to this case. Yes, the fees can be waived on the GPS. All right. We can go off the record. In this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If you need anything, let probation know. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court and address it with me. The other thing, make sure that you follow the conditions that I've set for you to the letter. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, Anthony Warrington. Hello. Good morning. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Doing great.
All right, are you all ready to proceed?
Yes.
All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 1021, State of Texas versus Anthony Leroy Warrington. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state
Andrew Harris, Salem.
defense?
Kurt Hockey for defense.
And are you Mr. Warrington?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you review the documents entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision and First Amended Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you understand it? Are you the same Anthony Leroy Warrington who was placed on community supervision in 2024 CR 1021 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams on May 9th, 2024 for a term of 8 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, to violation of condition number 39, how do you plead? True or not true?
True, ma'am.
And defense, any objections to the state's waivers?
No, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 39, the court could find it true, grant the motion and sentence you up to 8 years in the prison? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition 39? Are you waiving your right to appeal? All right, the court will follow your agreement. The court will revoke and sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. And I'll suggest the therapeutic community. I have no authority for them to place you in that program. You'll still have to request it. Do you understand? And it doesn't increase the amount of time that you're in prison, but hopefully it will help you get on the right track and remain on the right track.
That's why.
Therapeutic community, it's for people who have drug or alcohol problems, or if you have mental health issues. That way they can connect you with programs when you're released from custody, as well as put you in programs while you're at the prison. All right, good luck to you. All right, we can go off the record. So when you get out of prison, if you don't know where to find a place for drug treatment, if I'm still here, you can come in and I will pick up the phone, call somebody and place you in a program. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. Oh, Deputy Lord, today they had cucumber water, so I'm enjoying my water. No, it's at the hotel.
How's the house coming along, Judge?
Uh, it's a work in progress. But you know, my thing is, as long as it's done right, I'm fine.
You don't want to rush those things.
No. All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 1969, State of Texas versus Vanessa Garcia Boss. All right, can I have the parties announced for the record for the state
Andrew Harris, Salem for the state.
defense?
Catherine Valenzuela.
All right.
You're Order.
Okay. Just 1 second. I think she went to go grab exhibits. So you're listed as Vanessa Garcia Boss and also Vanessa Garcia Serta. Which one is it?
My maiden name matched with my marriage name,
Okay.
and somehow, some way, it just didn't get fixed.
And counsel, you may want to put down for your records, Vanessa Garcia Boss. And I've already sent an email to Matt to have you placed on the case.
Thank you.
I can never see over the top of my computer. Thank goodness for Andrew, because Andrew is like, there's no court reporter.
I had excellent situational awareness.
All right, court is calling 2023 CR 1969, State versus Vanessa Garcia Boss. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Sale.
Defense?
Catherine Valenzuela.
And are you Ms. Voss? All right, your attorney, this attorney was appointed to represent you recently. Your attorney has 10 days to prepare to answer for you. Do you have any objections to waiving those 10 days and having the attorney appear for you? Counsel, are you waiving your 10 days?
I am waiving it for 10 days, Your Honor.
And have you had ample opportunity to confer with your client?
I believe so, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Boss, did you have a chance to review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same Vanessa Garcia Boss who was placed on community supervision in 2023 CR 1969 for the offense of driving while intoxicated with a child under 15 on March 28, 2023 for a term of 2 years? Is that you? To violation of condition number 2, how do you plead? True or not true? Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 180 days in the state jail facility? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2? Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. All right, and is that 180 days in the state jail facility?
Yes.
All right. Are you waiving your right to appeal? All right, the court will find violation of condition number 2 true. The court will grant the motion. And the court will sentence you to 180 days in the state jail facility. All right, well, since you've been on probation since March, and there's been no restitution requested, the court is not going to order restitution.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So the court will grant the motion as previously stated, 180 days in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. December 10th, you'll be brought over dressed for trial in whatever civilian clothing you have. If you wish to be attired in something different, you'll need to speak with your attorney and have a clothing exchange. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Who's here on Alexandria Rodriguez?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing blessed today.
All right. So does there need to be an evaluation or no?
No, Judge, I'm gonna say no to that. I remember visiting Alexandria in jail. Now that I see her and she recognizes me, we talked for a few minutes. She is talking slowly, but it's the medication. I believe she's probably competent.
Okay, all right, awesome.
I'd like to proceed to eventually maybe come back next week. She's been in jail 4 months. And it's an 200 grams. The young gentleman that is familiar with the case is not in the courtroom right now, from the CRT chair.
Okay.
CTR chair,
So I can bring this back on October 21st.
whatever you prefer, Judge. I think we might be able to maybe get something going on it. It certainly sounds like it might be that way. And Alexandria is in the same boat. We're all on the same page. She's understanding what's going on here.
All right. I'm going to bring you back on Monday, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's Monday, the 21st, not Monday, the 14th. So I'll see you October 21st, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm glad we waited. And
Aw.
you were right after all. 21st.
All right, who's here on Antonio Rios? All right, you're all ready to proceed on the motion to revoke?
Your Honor, I was asking if we can come back next week. He does have a new number 1. I wanted to go over some of the discovery with him. I've conferred with the state. We do have at least an offer of a proposed resolution to this, which I think we'll reach.
All right, you all can come back on the 15th, 16th, or 17th.
The 15th.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, this is coming back on the 15th. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Johnny Delarosa,
Yes.
why do I have this case, this NIMAG number, should that have been dismissed?
I don't know anything about that, Your Honor.
All right, I still have this pending. We'll see. All right, what is happening with this case, defense?
Your Honor, we have a motion for reasonable bond on file that we'd like to have heard today. The court's able to.
All right. Court is calling 2024 CR 08420, State of Texas versus Johnny Delarosa. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harrison.
Defense?
Arlene Gay.
And are you Mr. Delarosa?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense has filed a motion for a bond reduction. Bond is currently set at $75,000. Defense is asking for $35,000. Any objections, state?
Do not know, Your Honor. I have not reviewed this.
When I was here earlier, I did speak to, my mind just went blank.
Garahan or Escobar?
Yes, Jason, I'm sorry. It's been a long day. And he said he is opposed to it.
Your Honor, Garahan is opposed and so am I.
All right, so there we go. Do you have any witnesses?
Yes, I do.
Okay, call your first witness.
Mrs. Delarosa?
Yes, yes.
And Norma, set this case on November 21st. All right, can you raise your right hand?
Yes.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yeah.
You can lower your hand, keep your voice up so that the court reporter can hear and I can hear.
Okay.
State your name for the record.
Patricia Delarosa.
Mrs. Delarosa, how are you related to Johnny?
He's my son. I am his mother.
I'm gonna move closer to the microphone, make sure, because your voice is soft. And where do you live?
In Lytle, Texas.
And what county is that located?
Atascosa.
And you at,
Okay.
okay, great, thank you. Okay. And you are trying to make a bond to get your son out, correct?
Yes.
And you have not been able to make the $75,000 bond.
No.
And how much money do you have right now?
I have 1,000.
Are you asking the judge to reduce the bond to 35,000 so that you can then try to negotiate with the bonding company?
Yes, I have.
Okay. With the $1,000, were you able to get any bonding company to agree to bond him out for that amount of money?
Yes, I can try.
No, have you tried with the $1,000?
Not yet.
Okay. And have you talked to any bonding companies about bonding him out?
Yes.
And how much did they say they would need on a $75,000 bond?
To start off with 3,000.
Okay. So you've made those attempts. Now, if released, where will Johnny be living?
In my residence.
And that's in Lytle, Atascosa County?
Yes.
And at the time of the arrest, was Johnny working?
I think he had just quit his job.
Okay. And that job was in Bear County?
Yes.
So other than if he had a job in Bear County, there'd be no mandatory reason or some important reason for him to come to Bear County.
Unless it was on medical.
Okay, unless he had to go to the doctors or something, okay? Other than medical and to go to court, there'd be no other reason for him to come to Bear County. Important reason.
Not that I know of.
Okay, so have you, does your son have any money he can give you?
I have what he had. What would he?
Okay, so the $1,000 that you have was actually your son's money,
Yes.
is actually your, okay. And do you have any extra money?
Well, the 1,000 includes mine and, his and.
Okay. So that's combined. Okay. And does he have a vehicle that can be sold?
I know.
Okay. So you know a little bit about the facts, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And that's just what you've heard, right?
Yes.
Okay. You weren't present during the alleged offense. Okay. And how you know about it is because you cared for him when he was getting his medical treatment.
Yeah.
I'll pass the witness.
Any questions?
Not for this witness, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Delarosa, if you come forward,
Yes, Your Honor.
can you raise your right hand for me?
Yes, I
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I swear, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Johnny Anthony Delarosa.
All right. Have you ever been diagnosed with any mental health issues?
No, Your Honor.
All right, any prior drug use?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
All right, I'll hear argument.
Your Honor, we're asking for a reasonable bond of 35,000 and also that he stay in Atascosa County. And that would provide any type of protection to the community or consideration to community safety. He will be under the care of his mother. And we believe that 35,000 is reasonable in this case. And we're asking the court to do that and make a county restriction too.
All right. Court will deny the application. The court is going to alter the main conditions to include full GPS waive fees, and the defendant may reside in Atascosa County. Your next court date will be November 21st.
Yes, Your Honor.
So the court is not reducing the bond.
No. All right, thank you.